Hello Cancer, my name is Keith Haswell and I'm a professional astrologer with 40 years experience in the business and over 30,000 clients worldwide. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this report on your personal relationships and the social side of your life during the month of November. I'm going to look at the movements of the planets in your horoscope and so forth during the month of November. Just a little bit about myself. I've written 2 books on astrology, meditation and reincarnation, and I've got 12 CDs out of that first book, which is available to you free of charge once you submit your birth details through my your horoscope page of my website. The website address will come up later in the reading on the screen, so you'll be able to pause it there and write it down. And by submitting your birth details, I'm happy also Cancer to look at a personal report on your personal relationships in this particular lifetime. Now the personal horoscopes, the personal relationship things in your horoscope are the Sun and Venus, and I report in a printed report that's sent to you by email on the location of your Sun and Venus by sign, by house placement, and also by aspect to other planets. And that tells us a lot about what's going on in your life in this particular lifetime, what qualities, principles and values that you've developed from past lifetimes, and what tests that you've set for yourself in this lifetime to be able to make relationships work a little bit more smoothly. So it's a very interesting report that you will want to get your hands on by just submitting your birth details through the Your Horoscope page of my website, and that'll come up later in the reading for you, so you can write that down. But what I'm going to look at here for you, Cancer, is to look at the movements of the planets, and it's on a timeline. These impacts are only minor. They only last for a day or so either side of the date that I give you. Now on the 2nd of November, Cancer, you've got a Neptune influence which sees a few secret worries to do with children, and also to do with business and career, and also a few worries about parents. So there's a worry about a parent, a worry about children, a worry about the social side of life. It's not a good time for getting out and socialising during that time, because people can deceive you or let you down. On the 4th of November, Cancer, you've got a Pluto influence which gives you a lot of strength and willpower and determination, particularly to do with financial matters. On the 7th of November, you've got a full moon. Now that means that is a 2-week period that's not a good time for commencing and starting new projects or ideas. I'll give you the new moon later, and that's a much better time for commencing things over the following 2 weeks after a new moon. But a full moon, you've got to consolidate everything that you've started over the previous 2 weeks. So that happens on the 7th of November, a full moon, and it's a consolidating influence in your life, and it falls in the 11th house of your horoscope, Cancer. So you will find that there'll be friends will be active there with you in terms of consolidating these things for you. On the 10th of November, Cancer, you've got a Jupiter influence, which is very positive. It sees a lot of happiness for you, particularly to do with family and also to do with friends. Group activities can bring a lot of happiness for you, and it's good fortune for you financially. On the 11th of November, Cancer, you've got a Pluto influence, which gives you a lot of willpower and determination to overcome obstacles in your life. And it does see a fair bit of inner stress and tension, though, focusing through love, relationships and children, should they play a prominent part in your life, and also to do with business and career. Now on the 13th of November, Cancer, you've got a Saturn influence which does see quite a few secret worries for you, can see worries for you to do with parents if they're alive, worries about the social side of life connected with the home and the family. So you might have social things planned that have to be obstructed or delayed, and also matters relating to friends. Social activities that you have involving friends can be obstructed or delayed at that time as well. Now on the 14th of November, Cancer, you've got a Jupiterian influence which is very, very favourable for you, especially to do with money and there's good stars for you financially at that time, and also to do with the social side of your life. On the 18th of November, Cancer, you've got a Saturn influence, which does bring a few secret worries for you. It can bring a little bit of ill health and a few frustrations for you to do with money, and it's not a good time for you socially. On the 22nd of November, a very exciting period in your life with a new moon. Now, a new moon is the beginning of a new project, and it gives you a good opportunity to commence and start new projects in the following couple of weeks. Now, that happens on the 22nd of November, so from that time onwards for the next couple of weeks, you've got a very good opportunity to be able to commence and start new projects, especially if they're projects connected with work and also projects connected with co-workers. So you've got very good stars at that particular time. Now, on the 27th of November, Cancer, you've got Uranus is impacting on Venus, and that's a beautiful time for you. Relationships can form under unusual circumstances. If you're in the market for a new relationship, you can meet someone on a 1,000,000 to 1 chance, and people that you haven't seen for a while can pop into your life out of the blue, and you have a happy time with them. It's a very good cycle for you to do with all forms of relationships, but particularly anything to do with the home and the family and parents and those who cohabitate with you, and also to do with friends and group activities. And the last one that we come to, Cancer, is a Neptunian influence, which is not a good one, and it can see secret worries for you, especially to do with money matters. Someone can deceive you or let you down in some way, shape or form, and it can be a bad time for you to do with the social side of your life. Don't trust those who approach you to have a date with you and things like that, because they can be a little bit underhanded during that time. So that completes my work for you as far as this particular video is concerned, Cancer. What you can do now is you've seen the website address pop up there on the screen, and hopefully you've written that down. If you're watching it on a mobile, it may not pop up. So the website address is www.mysteryofsirius.com. And come to my website and have a look around. There's a lot of free goodies there for you, but I'm happy to do your chart for you free of charge, and to send that to you with that personal report from your horoscope on the location of the Sun and Venus in your horoscope and the impact that that has upon you in terms of personal relationships, and what sort of tests that you set for yourself in this particular lifetime, and what sort of qualities, principles and values, Cancer, that you have determined and integrated into your consciousness in the last few lifetimes. So it's nice to have this opportunity to be able to talk with you, and I thank you for your attentiveness, and I look forward to working further with you should you decide to go further. Thank you.